All right, we're going to be talking about two special cases, equations of horizontal and vertical lines. All right, we've been talking about slope now for a little bit, and we're going to focus on lines that are horizontal or vertical now, and how to determine the slope and the equation of those. All right, the slope of all horizontal lines is always 0. Okay, there is no slope. If we were to take any of these coordinate points and we do rise over run, as you can see, there is no vertical change, so 0 is in your numerator. Doesn't matter what 2 points you choose, whatever number you decide to go over by, 0 divided by any number is always still 0. So slope is 0. So we know that y equals mx plus b is the equation of a line. Okay? If we substitute 0 in for m, we have y equals 0x plus 3. 0 was m, b was our y-intercept. Because the line is going through the y-axis at 3, we know the intercept is 3. If we were to solve this equation right here, 0 times x is 0, and 0 plus 3 is 3. So the equation of this line is y equals 3. All horizontal lines are in the form of y equals b, where b is the y-intercept. Okay, and that's the equation of a horizontal line. As you can see, we have these three problems. We have the x and y axes. I'm going to label them. Okay, and we're going to try to find the equation of these three lines. If you can, pause the video, try to do them yourself. Then unpause it when you're done, and I'll reveal the answers. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. For the first line, again, it's a horizontal line, so we know there is a 0 slope. The line is going through the x-axis at 1. So the equation of this line would just be y equals 1. If we solve it mathematically, it's y equals mx plus b. Y is equal to 0x plus 1. Again, 0x is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So y equals 1. For the second one, the green line is going through the y-axis at -2. So this would just be y equals -2. And for the last one, the y-intercept is +2. Again, a horizontal line. So this is y equals +2. And those are the equations for those three problems. The other special case is if there's a vertical line. The slope of all vertical lines is undefined. Since there is no slope and no y-intercept, we cannot use y equals mx plus b. We can't use the equation of a line. All right. There's no mathematical number that can be used for the slope because if we take any two coordinate points, right, and we find this slope, the vertical change was 1, 2, 3, 4. The horizontal change was 0. It did not go left or right. You cannot divide by 0. Okay, that's not possible. This means that the slope is undefined. Undefined is not a numerical value, which is why we cannot use this equation, right? We can't write a word in for the slope. The other reason we can't use that equation is b represents the y-intercept. This line never intersects the y-axis. Even if this line was on the y-axis, it's not actually crossing through, it's just running along it the whole time. So it's never going to intersect the y-axis, so there's no number we can substitute it for b. The equation of all vertical lines is in the form of x equals a, where a is the value, the x value on the line. So the equation of this line is going to be x is equal to 3. When you see x equals 3, it is a vertical line, and it's where the line crosses the x-axis. For example, this would be x equals 2, x equals 1, x equals 0, x equals -1, x equals -2, and so on. Okay, so this line that we started with was x equals 3. That tells you that it's a vertical line, there's an undefined slope, and it goes through the x-axis at +3. Okay. Indicate the x and y axes, so we know which line we're finding the equation of. And right now I want you to try these three problems, and then again, pause the video, and see if you were able to get these problems right. Write the equation for each of these vertical lines. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. Okay, this first line is going through the x-axis at -3. It's a vertical line, so there's an undefined slope. Our equation is x equals -3. The second one, the vertical line is going through the x-axis at +2. Therefore, it is x equals 2. And for the last one, the vertical line is going through the x-axis at -1. So it is x equals -1. Right now, I want you to see if you can graph the equation. So we have seen the line graphed and then found the equation for it. Here I'm giving you the equation. I want you to graph them. Please take a second, pause the video, try these 4 problems, and come on back and see how you did. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. Y equals -4. That tells me that my slope is 0 and my y-intercept is -4. If the slope is 0, that means it's a horizontal line. So my line should look like this. For number 2, it's x equals -2. Because it's x equals, it's telling me it's a vertical line. It's going through the x-axis. It's going through the x-axis at -2. This should be my line. For number 3, it's y equals -2. We're back to a horizontal line. There's no slope, or 0 slope, and it's going through the y-axis at -2. And the last one, x equals 0, because it's x, it's telling me it's a vertical line. It's an undefined slope. There is no y-intercept. And this is actually the same line as the y-axis, okay? It's going through the x-axis at 0, and it's a vertical line. Thanks. I hope we learned about our special cases of lines. Have a great day.